Well, hi there, I'm Nicole and thanks for joining me at curlupcandles.com, where I'm going to show you how simple, easy and fun it is to make a soy-scented container candle in the comfort of your own home. Let's get started. Firstly, what you're going to need is some good quality soy wax. Now, soy comes in a flake-like form like this, or you can buy it in block form. You're also going to need a means to melt your wax. I'm using an electric deep fryer here with a litre of softly simmering water and an aluminium melt pot. If you don't have that, don't worry. A simple double pot system with a larger pot on the bottom, about 2 inches of water simmering gently, and then a smaller aluminium pot, or you can use just your trusty Pyrex here. They work perfectly as well. You're going to need to use a heat resistant glassware. I'm using a little 55ml votive like this. These are available at local craft stores. There's a large variety of sizes and different shapes and styles. What you're also going to need is a way of monitoring the temperature of your wax through this process. What we do initially is we simmer our wax through to a melt point of around about 185 degrees Fahrenheit. We then want to back off that temperature and settle down to somewhere between 165 to 175. That's the ideal temperature to add your fragrance oil. You are going to need something like a candy thermometer that you can get from your local kitchen and homeware stores or craft stores, or because I do this all the time, prefer to use a digital thermometer. It's nice and fast and accurate. You're also going to need a means to measure in your accurate fragrance oil. I buy these in bulk from your local drugstores and pharmacies. Buy bucket loads of them. They come in handy for all sorts of things. And hey, what you don't want to do is cross-contaminate any of your fragrances. So it pays to have a good supply of these little medicine measurers here. You're going to need a means to fasten your wick to the glassware. I recommend purchasing and investing in a glue gun here. They make sure that the wick won't move anywhere, which is ideally what you want. You can get wick stick-ins, but my experience of these is that often you get a little bit of moisture or heat there and they come away from the glass, and this is an absolute no-no. You don't want that wick moving anywhere. So invest in a glue gun. They're really not too expensive. You're also going to need some good quality fragrance oil. Now, if you join the Masterclass online series, you're going to learn all the tricks of the trade that take perfumists years to specialise in and get perfect. Okay, but you do need some good quality fragrance oil that's specifically used for the purpose of candle making. Right, let's get started. First thing we want to do is just have a wee look here where our temperature of our wax is. Okay. Now I'm at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a perfect temperature to add in my fragrance oil. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our glass, and we're going to firmly place in our wick. Just use this one here. Right. A good little dollop of glue on the base here is all that's needed. Another good tool that most kitchen households have are either chopsticks or kebab sticks. They come in handy when you're trying to get your wick firmly centred. You've got a few seconds where you can manipulate the metal base around your glassware and get it dead centre before it's not moving anywhere. Okay. Now this is a 55ml glass. Soy wax ideally can hold up to a maximum of 12% fragrance load. 10% is probably perfect. So I've already pre-measured 5.5 mils. And that's the perfect amount of fragrance oil to pop into our votive here. We're at perfect temperature, so let's just give this a wipe off. And we want to pour our votive to about 3/4 of an inch from the top. Done. Now we know we're good to go with our fragrance oil, so we want to mix that in and stir it gently until it's all stirred and back to a nice, clear, transparent liquid. It's always nice to listen to your favourite musical artist maybe have a cold cup of iced tea, perhaps a cheeky Pinot Gris if you feel like it. I like coming home, kicking off my shoes after a long, hard day and find it utterly therapeutic to listen to Jack Johnson. Have a few cheeky sips, cheeky glasses of Pinot Gris. Let's be honest, I can always get in about 2 in a session of candle making. And I find all the worries of any day just totally lift off my shoulders. Totally transports me somewhere else, and I zone out into a completely peaceful, different world that smells heavenly and totally appeals to all of my senses. Alrighty, that's how easy this is. That is done now. The last thing we want to do is we want to make sure that the wick moves nowhere. Also from your craft stores, you can purchase in bulk paddle popsicle sticks like this that have a hole inserted in the centre there. These are perfect for making sure that your wick doesn't move anywhere. Now, how many of you have bought candles in the past that have not liquefied to the outer edge, that have had that tunnelling effect and effectively ruined your candle? It's happened to me personally far too often, which is why I said about conquering the right way and the wrong way of making candles to assist others into getting the most out of their hobby. Now you want to push that against the glass there, nice and firm, pull it taut, and then just gently wrap the wick around the paddle pop stick, like so. Voila! If you can make a cup of tea, you can make a scented candle. It is that easy. Now this demonstration you will see available everywhere on YouTube. There are lots of demonstrations of how to simply make a soy scented container candle. I have to tell you, it's not the Cool Up Candle masterclass way, and it is not the way that I create Everyday Ambiance. If you want to learn everything about wicks and waxes, different glassware, product sourcing, fragrance blending, home styling, fragrance personalities, if you want to share recipes, enter competitions, you need to stick with me and join the Cool Up Candles Masterclass series online, where I will leave no stone unturned. You can learn and explore and become the very best that you can be, whether for your personal self or to turn into a small or large business. Stick with me and let me teach you how to create everyday ambience. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you join me again soon. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.